Yup, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Your FearlessChoice.com daily hit and run show, 10 a.m. Wednesday morning, June 22nd. Welcome, anybody that's watching live. Your FearlessChoice.com, $25 a month. That includes all sports. And right now, our main sports, of course, MLB, which is our flagship. We got a lot of tennis going on. Seeing a bunch of winners. I'm seeing some esports winners in there. Good job, Eric, who's our NASCAR guy. I see him crushing on esports. Like won a bunch last night. Jay Jinks 28. So everything's going well. Last stuff going on this weekend, NASCAR, but we're here for MLB. So most of you guys are on here every day. Throw your comments in here. This is going to be kind of a quick show. So I got things. Actually, my two daughters, they play high school flag football, which is huge down here in Florida, and they're at a camp right now, and it's Division I now, and a lot of schools, and there's scouts there, and they have a game. So I'm going to watch that. But any of you guys that have daughters like high school age, flag football is huge, and it's been great. And my daughter, who's a state champion in Florida gymnastics, actually left gymnastics to go to flag football. So something different, and it's been really good for them, actually, just for their maturity and growing up and all that. But let's get here for baseball. Two slates today. We are going to do the second slate. I think what's 8-gamer on DraftKings. Yeah, I think it's 8 games, 3, 6, 9. But let's get to weather right away, because it looks like there's some issues in Baltimore game. Nationals at Baltimore. According to Kevin Roth, rotor grinders, a mess of scattered storms. It's really too early, but it may be an issue. So right now we got 9 games, but it could be 8 with that. Winds blowing out Atlanta, hot, humid. So it's been hot, humid across the country. Last night, what a crazy night, right? We had Ohtani, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, career high. The kid for the Rays, Paredes, right? Had 2 home runs. You had Freeman with a big night. Bobby Witt Jr., one of my favorites, had 2 homers, a double dong game. So I had a really good night going too with a Brave stack. And then all of a sudden the Angels game hit, and it's still cash, but it wasn't winning like it was before the Angels game. So let's get right into this. This is gonna be a quick one. Pitching right now. Oh, actually, we got odds. We got Vegas odds. So the 9-gamer right now implied. We have only 2 teams at 5. Orioles and Angels. Interesting. Below that, we got the Braves at 4.9 implied runs. Twins 4.8. I liked the Twins last night. Ran that stack. Didn't that well. And the Cubbies, Red Sox, Brew Crew at 4.7. So top implied run teams looks like the Orioles, Angels, Braves. On the money line, biggest favorite is by far the Angels, minus 247. Ohtani's pitching tonight, so we won't get him on the offense. Open up minus 210. They're minus 247 now, the Angels. Biggest favorite by far tonight. Only even close would be the Twins at minus 154. And then the Orioles minus 152. So Ohtani and the Angels, big favorites tonight, plus a high implied run total. And that is Vegas pitching. So right now, throwing out some early ownership projections. We're looking at Ohtani and a Carlos Rodon running away with the ownership. So they're probably going to be the 2 chalk pitchers. All right. So Ohtani, yeah. Which his price is now 8.5, so his price still does not go up on DK. I apologize, I don't have the FanDuel ones in front of me, but Ohtani is the play. You can't facing the Royals. The Royals did go off last night though, but big win total. I mean, big favorite. Last 4 starts, 345 Sierra. So not soft. They're not hitting them hard. Very low hard contact. And looks like Salvi's probably out. Salvi Perez. So there's 1 less bat. Ohtani is the favorite. Now, my question is going to be for the SP2, because Carlos Rodon, is not exactly in the greatest spot. Okay, tough matchup in Atlanta. Like we just said, winds blowing out, high temperatures. They do strike out a lot, though. The Braves do strike out at a total of course, why is my computer got to be so at this time? But the Braves, I think they're like the 2nd or 3rd highest strikeout rate on the slate versus Rays. So And Rodon has not exactly been, I mean, a lights out pitcher like he was at the beginning. So here we go. Braves right now striking out at 21% to righties, 13.2% swing and strike rate, right? It's pretty good. Pretty good for Rodon. But once again, it's the Braves. So, and the Braves have a lineup that can hammer. So he's going to be popular. This may be one of those moves where, you zig and anybody's zagging, or you zag and anybody's zigging, whatever. So, but he's going to be very popular. Let me see his last. I don't know. If it's more of a gut feeling, but the last two starts have been good, though. I mean, one was Pittsburgh, though, at Pittsburgh, 36 DK points. Before that was the Dodgers at home, 30. But then he had a little hiccups before that. So, I don't know. Let me see. He's got a 114 whip, 284 ERA. Last 9, striking out 9 per 9. He's pitching good, but it's Atlanta, man. So, he's going to be popular. He's probably going to be a cash play. If you want to be different, what do we do? George Kirby. He's only 6'6" on DK against the A's. Okay, so A's have 272 WOBA. Man, I kind of like this Kirby. I mean, he's always going to be a volatile play. He's a kid. Like we saw against Boston, he only had 9 DK points. But man, I mean, he's in Oakland, pitcher-friendly park. Oakland has not been striking out much, though. I only see him right now. I only see him like 18%. I have two different this year or the last 2 years together, 22% to righties. Still, it's not huge. Decent WOBA. So their numbers are coming up a little bit, the A's. Still, I think Kirby's in a good spot tonight, especially for that price. If he can get by some right-handed batters, that's been his problem. He should do well, and he should probably face 4 or 5 lefties tonight. All right, so I like Kirby. I think I have made a decision yet if we're going to go Kirby or Ohtani. I mean, Kirby or Rodon, but if you want to get some bats in there, I really think you go Kirby Ohtani. Then we got Michael Wacha. Michael Wacha is actually in a pretty good spot. I mean, I've done well with Michael Wacha, and I've also done crappy, but he's a favorite. Probably has the best matchup against the Tigers. Tigers, we all know the Tigers, one of the worst offenses of baseball. Right now, 25.7% strikeout rate to righties. That's the second highest on the slate highest, because it would be the Cubs. Second highest, sorry. So 14.5 swing and strike rate, 286 WOBA low. 286 WOBA low, 147 team ISO against Wacha. Remember, it's Michael Wacha. So, but Michael Wacha is definitely in play at that price, at 6.8. Like for GPPs. Who else do I like here? We mentioned Kirby. How about JMO? How about Jordan Montgomery? He's another one might be interesting, right? He's been pitching well, and he doesn't get any kind of love. And let me see, he's in the trot, pitcher friendly. Tampa Bay striking out 22.4 to lefties, 240, 297 WOBA, lefties low, 108 ISO low. This could be the sneaky one at 7.4. 4 straight quality starts for JMO. Toronto, Cubbies, Detroit, Angels before they beat Baltimore. So JMO at that price, I probably still lean Kirby, but JMO at 7. JMO at this price, 7.4 is not bad. So right now, I like Ohtani Kirby. Looks like the masses are going to go Ohtani, Rodon. I still might end up Rodon as my in cash, but I'm just saying he's not a lock for me. Let me see what else we got. Scooble going up against Boston, and Boston. I love Scooble, so but that's my he's my guy, but I can't deal with Boston and Fenway. Showing more, another one of my guys, but it's against San Francisco. So GPPs, yeah. So not much else there, really. Sonny Gray. I mean, he's been throwing the ball. He's been throwing well. But the Guardians put the ball in play against righties. Okay, so kind of wrap this up quick. We have my top guys, Ohtani. The masses are going to go Rodon. I may go Rodon, but I also may go Kirby. And then other GPP calls I like are going to be Michael Wacha, JMO, Jordan Montgomery, and either Rodon, Kirby, whoever I don't use. And, of course, Tarek Skubal is always in play. He could always be lights out no matter who he plays. All right, that's pitching. Let's go around the bases quickly. Going to catcher right now, and we got ownership right now. Once again, it's early. Ownership's looking at Wilson Contreras at $4,800. I totally agree. Contreras is a stud, right? Looking at advanced metrics wise right now, it's Perez is probably out. It's definitely Contreras. By far against Pittsburgh. I mean, he's 300 batting 300 over the last month, 315 over the last 20 games for 6 homers, 12 ribbies. He's a top play. Anybody else we like is Gary Sanchez. Another one's gonna be popular. Sanchez against a righty McKenzie, but Sanchez hits righties. 220 ISO, 309 WOBA. Denard GPP play against Rodon. Denard hits lefties. 219 ISO, 317 WOBA, and a 288 batting average. Okay, but Wilson Contreras is going to be the play, and especially if you go, even if you go Rodon Ohtani, you should be able to get Contreras in that lineup. Any let me see any BBP data. What's up, Jimmy Grande? BBP data is nobody's really jumping out at all. Not like it's been the last couple days. If we're going to look at some value plays, Austin Wins. I think Austin Wins lost one last night, didn't he? No. Yes, he did, right? Yeah. He had 4 RBIs. So Wins against my man Charlie Morton. I always play Charlie Morton GBPs, but Wins is in play. And then you got Eric Haase against Milwaukee in Fenway. I like that play. I know I butcher his name, don't I? Isn't it Haas? But Haase, and like I said, Contreras, I think, is the play here by far. Like I said, I apologize for going quickly, but I got my kids' game today for football, so we're gonna roll Contreras. Little Wins for value, maybe some Eric Haase, and then we roll on because we don't like catcher, right? Right, James? Catcher we move on to. First base. Which Contreras GVP? Well, Wilson, but either GVP. I like Wilson for cash. And he's seeing the yes it does. It stinks since I'm on the air. And we move on to first base. We don't talk about catcher. First base. Wait, now looking at some ownership, it looks like it's gonna be Trey Mancini. He's been like getting all kinds of love lately. But me, I'm seeing Mancini some numbers like at 30% ownership right now. So why? Why do you say that? Because if anything, honestly, I'd be looking at Ryan Mountcastle against Corbin. So I should have brought that up before. It's a Corbin day, right? It's a Patrick Corbin day, the lefty pitcher. Should have brought that up beginning when we were doing Vegas, but definitely we're going to Corbin. So that's why Mancini. But man, I like Mountcastle, the righty against that lefty arm. He's been hitting 280 over the last 20 games, 316, 7 homers, 17 ribbies from my man Ryan Mountcastle. So what am I missing? Why Mancini is much more price? I mean, what we got Mountcastle sitting at 3.8, Mancini sitting at 3.3. I don't know, but it's like you said, it's Patrick Corbin day. So Mancini, Mountcastle can be the plays. If we don't want to go that way, you got Daniel Vogelbach against Thompson, lefty righty. Vogelbach had a good game yesterday. Maybe roll it back with Zach Thompson, lefty righty matchup. You play Vogelbach against righties. He's a platoon hitter on that split, cheap 2.7. So he would be like my value play if you didn't want to go to these Orioles. But you never know. Every now and then, Corbin does throw a gem, and it is the Orioles. Looking at some BBP data for first baseman, really nobody, it looks like. Is the Brewers on this side? Yeah, Brewers rally ties a little bit. Okay, and a couple other guys maybe we like at first base. We could take a look at Goldie against Lauer. Rizzo against Shane Baz. Josh Bell. Bell just did not come through for us last night like we thought. Yeah. Oh, did I say Zach Thompson? If I did, it's Keegan Thompson. Sorry. Thanks, James. I like James behind the glass. Who else? Ty France. So I don't know. Jared Walsh had a big game, but Jared Walsh is it's a lefty, but still it's Daniel Lynch. We want to pick on we pick on Daniel Lynch, right? So Angel's probably my top stack. So I guess Walsh could go against Lynch, but I only play Walsh. And man, Walsh did be well for season long too last night. You play Walsh against righties. All right, Rowdy Tellez gets the platoon. He said that against Wayno, and he does have a little bit of a GPP. Naylor, not a bad call. Did Naylor had a home run last night too, right? I always like Josh Naylor. Yeah, and he said he's coming back two good back-to-back games for Josh Naylor. 14 ribbies over his last 20 games. Good call there, Don Day. All right, second base. Second base right now, looking at projected ownership, and it's once again it's early, but we're looking at one guy's Trevor Story, and Trevor Story's starting to hit the ball again. Well, he's been a volatile player this year, huh? I think he hit a bomb last night, right? So now he's going up against Scooble. I'm a Scooble truther, but it's Fenway, hot. So Story, I'm not sure. I'm playing Story in cash, but he's going to be a popular play. Yeah, he did hit a home run last night. So if I don't want to go Story, which I'm probably not gonna, where else can we go? You got Jonathan Villar is looking like he's catching some ownership here. I played Cesar Hernandez last night in cash. Okay, he had double ribby, run scored. So it looks to me like second base is kind of a trashy position. Nolan Gorman last night. What a game he had, huh? I love Brendan Donovan, but man, I probably have a little bit too much respect for Eric Lauer in cash. So let's go right back to my man. What do you say, James Rod Carew Jr. to Luis Arias? He can beat Tristan McKenzie. Luis Arias is a stud, man. 367 the last 20 games, batting 440 the last week on the season, 360. But here's the problem with Arias is his ISO is 0.095. 404 WOBA, but ISO of 0.095. He did hit a home run last night, so he's hitting more home runs. He had that grand slam there. I think it was the Yankees, right? Not too long ago, or Tampa Bay or somebody it was, maybe Tampa Bay. So Arias, but his price is climbing 5-1 now. So I don't know, man. Diamond's price is climbing too. Second base is kind of a trash position. Maybe Torres, but I don't play too many guys in the trop. So it might be Jonathan Villar. Jonathan Villar sitting at 3.6. Not a bad. I don't think Villar is a bad play. Isaac Pretty's is not going to go yard again today. And man, I looked at that play last night because I played a lot of Nestor, and I had this one GPP. It was like the $25 single entry, and Paredes kept popping up as my last man in. And I said, maybe I should do it because against Cortez was going to be popular. And I pulled the trigger somewhere else. And man, I'm regretting that. That probably would have been close to a takedown at 25. All right, so second base right now, it's looking like Trevor Story. I don't mind Jonathan Villar because he's looking like he's popular. I love Arias. Rengifo has been hitting in the middle of that order. Okay. He switched hitter against Lynch. Lynch is terrible. Maybe him. Minimum price 2-3. But second base is trash. All right. So any BVP did we miss here? No. The Mets are playing early, right? It was Altuve's got a BVP. It looks like nothing. Okay, so that means we move on. Third base. We have projected ownership-wise, J-Ram. J-Ram's big spot. Why am I not seeing Devers in projections? But J-Ram against Sonny Gray, boom, 5.8. Don't mind the price. He's probably my play too. I'm a big J-Ram. I never usually go down at third base. It's usually J-Ram or Devers. So, but Devers against Scooble. So let's take J-Ram against Sonny Gray. When they're about the same. Devers is more expensive now. Riley's against Rodon. GPP play only, but I play it. Here, Arenado against Lauer. I said I respect Lauer a little bit. Longo Morton. I'd rather see Longo against the lefty. Key Brian Hayes starting to hit. He drilled that triple last night, man, right? Still can't hit home runs. But Key Bryan gets a few bats around him, man, like the Sawinski kid. Now we got Cruz. Key Bryan's a star. And the way he roped that triple last night on the nails, bro. So I don't mind Key Brian Hayes at $3,800. But to me, you pay up. You got Gino Suarez sitting at 4.6 though. You pay up for J-Ram or Devers. That's the way I'm looking at it. If you want to be a little bit different, what are we looking at? Some value. Another guy I like if he's in there. I don't mind playing Tyler Nevin. Nevin against Corbin, and Nevin's a right-handed batter, so I don't mind Tyler Nevin. Minimum price. Usually get Matt Duffy in the middle order against Lynch, $2,500. So there what did Jonah Bride do last night? I actually played him. He was batting second, so he did. He had a He had 2 hits last night. He was batting second at minimum price. I threw him a couple GBPs, laying a minimum price somewhere. And I said, keep Brian Hayes. You'd also play Villar there. Or maybe he gets stupid and play Paredes again. Maybe he does hit a home run against J-Mo. Doubt it, but another guy I play a lot is Jace Peterson. And he is going up against a righty. Wayno's a righty. So I'm a Jace Peterson guy too. He's another one of those like last men in type plays. Any questions on these? If you have any questions, throw it out there. So I apologize for going quickly, but way it is today. James, I did see your message there. I'll answer you after the show here. All right, third base. Or shortstop. This is getting me. It's going to say might be a cut and dry slate here. Shortstop. It's going to be either Carlos or Correa. I'm seeing catching ownership is Jeter Downs with Boston. Correa, good spot. We talked about the Twins yesterday. We really thought, I didn't get to that part. So Cruz is 2.7. So it's O'Neill Cruz. But so I'm looking at projections. I'm still seeing Correa as the highest projected guy, or Jeter Downs. O'Neill Cruz is just, and he's going up against a righty too. He's special. And and I dug in. I did some write-ups on him in spring training, and then he had some issues, right? And then with the bat, he really whatever they did in his first 2 months turned him around because the kid looks good. It looks like he's having fun. He has a rifle-borne arm. So yeah, O'Neill Cruz at shortstop. Then we just move on the outfield. Let's Cruz. If Jeter Downs does play 2K, but Scooble have to strike him up 3 times. Correa is gonna be popular. Javi Baez is waking up, guys. Don't sleep on Javi Baez anymore. And I'm a big Javi Baez guy, but Javi Baez is not a cash play. Never has been. Never will be. He's way too much for a free swinger. But I really like Javi Baez, especially when he's rolling. And he's rolling right now. I mean, I shouldn't say rolling, but good game, right? Good game yesterday. He had a good game, I think, the day before that. Got to mention Bobby Witt Jr. too at shortstop. But once again, it's all going to be about O'Neill Cruz. He's the popular play, and then whoever you're stacking is your shortstop. Dylan Moore can be a little bit interesting at 2.4. But I could definitely see Baez going on one of his big runs again today. I could see him hitting one off Waka. So yeah, last 4 games: 27 DK points, 10 DK, 17 DK, 16 DK. He's hitting the ball down. 380 over last week. Our man Baez. Still, to me, never a cash play. You roll a guy like Correa. Yes, he does love himself some left-handed pitching. So, I mean, it's Waka. So, I do respect Waka a little bit. That's the problem. There's some pitchers tonight like I respect. Like, I'm not going to use them too much, but I don't like to bat against them. But, like Oweno, Eric Lauer. So, there's just some very like tight spots tonight. It looks like it's gonna be very condensed plays to me personally. And Don Day just said O'Neill Cruz not outfield anymore. Yeah, he's just shortstop, I guess. Outfield, Ohtani. We had Ohtani Day yesterday. He's not going to be in the lineup. He's pitching tonight. Acuna is against Rodon. Could hit one out last night. So to me, it's all about Mike Trout, right? You got to play Mike Trout against Daniel Lynch. Boom. Judge is against Boz, but he's in the trap. He's not hitting that well. Byron Buxton, to me, he's another one. To me, he's a GBP play. The guy that strikes out, hits home runs. Juan Soto. I guess you can play Juan Soto against Tyler Wells, right? But he's not hitting either. I played him last night with Trout. I loved my cash lineup last night. It ended up being not good. I had Soto in there with Trout, some of these cheapos. Soto, the last 20 games hitting 153. 5 homers, 15 ribbies, but 153. I think Soto is a good spot tonight. Taylor Ward's a good spot. So you look at these Angels, all right. Then you're looking at some of the O's against Patrick Corbin, maybe like Austin Hayes at 2. Hayes at what's Hayes' price? 4-1. Oh, Austin Hayes is 4-1 now. But Hayes still in play. Jock starting to hit the ball, right? So Charlie Morton, he hit another one last night. I still play Cedric Mullins. Even though it's lefty, I play Cedric Mullins definitely against Corbin. No problem. I stacked the Mariners as a weird stack at the end, and it actually came through for me. A lot of them. J-Rod against Blackburn. Okay, so we all know who the stars are. Who is going to be like our top value play where we can, if we need to have a value play? You got Jack Sawinski still. He's probably one of the top values. Last night, I think he had a hit the last night, right? 2 runs, no hits though. Robbie Grossman's been hitting the ball again, right? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Rafael Ortega, right? He's a lefty. Should be probably he's batting like second or third. So Ortega at 2-2. I like that call. I'll never play Jason Hayward. I'm Taylor Trammell. I'm a Taylor Trammell guy against Blackburn. Like that call. Said Mancini. You can play Mancini in the outfield, so we can play Mount. So that's where Mancini's catching ownership. Because you can play him out for first base. That's why. So you can play Mancini in outfield and Mountcastle first. Jesse Winker, man, and Jesse Winker used to be my damn favorite player. I still like him a lot, but didn't he had a decent game last night, right? It seemed like there was too many games last night. Yeah, he had a home run last night, 2 ribbies. So Jesse Winker against Blackburn, lefty, right, yes, nice, yes, that's a call. Who's my home run call last night in our Discord? James, like, oh, I said Casty. Never mind. On the show, I can't remember who I said. Maybe Goldie, but Goldie didn't play. So Winker, good call, James. Good call. The Rio Grande. Anybody else I'm missing? Santander at 3.7. Yeah. Brian Reynolds not 4.2. Ryan Reynolds was ripping a ball last night. That dude's got some big legs on him. I didn't realize how big his thighs were. So Reynolds in play, 4.2. Boomstick at only 3.6. Yeah, but it's righty. You got you like yourself. Some said Austin Hayes, he was 4.1, and Taylor Ward's up to 4.3, but okay. So I threw a bunch of crap out there at you, but once again, we're picking on Corbin. We're playing Angels. So, and that just runs into my stacks here. So my top stacks really are the Angels. I guess Daniel Lynch. Lynch is just a gas can. Does not throw hard. Then the Orioles against Corbin. Corbin's Corbin. Then who do we like after that? We like the Braves. I'll keep stacking the Braves every night. Even though it's Rodon, I don't care. I still stack. Red Sox. You can't. I mean, and once the Giants, you can't disregard the Giants. They just keep on banging out righties. But I probably like. I hate to say it because I'm a schoolboy guy, but I like the Red Sox tonight. So who's gonna be my home run call? Isn't Bly Madras? I just saw the comment too. He's like he's from I saw some on MLB.com and about him. He's the first MLB player from Peru. Trivia question for you guys. First MLB player from the country of Peru, wherever Peru is. 150 years MLB, first guy. Okay, so I gave you my stacks. You guys can throw your home run calls out there too. Who's my home run call of the day? Without being like real obvious. You gotta like, once again, you gotta like Goldie again. Jay Ram said I want to be different. Tyler Nevin if he starts. Tyler Nevin for the Orioles. That's my sneaky one. I like JD against Kubel. Maybe, well, I'd rather have Duvall on a reverse split, but no matter Duvall. Tyler Nevin, my sneak. If Tyler Nevin plays, Matt Olson's probably coming through with me. Cleveland stack, yes. O'Neal Cruz, and he said you can see he's just loving it. He's roping it. Good call there on O'Neal Cruz. Okay, that's it. Look at it's got done 10:30. I get time to get to my kids' game. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back Friday. No show tomorrow because of split slate tonight. 5:30 PrizePicks show. All right, me and Mark. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Everyone, good luck tonight. Said 2 p.m. slate and then the 9 gamer at 7. All right, deuces.